What if I told you you could drive consistent traffic to your business without constantly stressing yourself out, trying to get followers, or spending a ton of money on ads? Like, what if you could build something once and it just kept pulling people in while you were just off living your life? That's exactly what I did with Claude AI, and today I'm walking you through the whole thing so that you can do this too. And make sure you watch all the way through to the end because the last step is honestly what makes it all work together and work on autopilot. Okay, so quick breakdown of how this actually works. The key here is to get people subscribing to your email list and then setting up automated emails that go out to those subscribers on autopilot, helping them, providing value, but most importantly, pitching your paid products and offers. So you might be thinking, well, that sounds great, but I don't have an email list. How do I get started with this and get people subscribing? Unfortunately, most people today aren't willing to just opt into another newsletter without receiving something in return. They don't want to just be on another email list. So here's what you do. You create something free and helpful that they find useful and valuable, something that they can get instantly from you, and in return, they give you their email address. And that's it. Now you have a direct line to reach them anytime you want to share your content, your offers, your products, just a straight line from you to them. So that free thing that you're offering, that's called a lead magnet. Now, the traditional version of this is offering a lead magnet like a PDF checklist, download guide, cheat sheet. They instantly download it and have access to information they find useful. And that's fine, it's just static. It doesn't really provide a result or an outcome for them. It relies solely on them taking the initiative to take that information and take their own action on it. But with the rise of AI, we have access to offer a different kind of lead magnet that we've been seeing work so much better, and this is an interactive tool or app. This could be any kind of tool that someone could use, like a quiz that spits out a personalized result for the user, a calculator that might tell someone how to price their product, or a generator that creates something custom based on their answers. It's not something they download, it's an app they use. And that experience feels so much more valuable and brings in so many more opt-ins than a static PDF guide ever could. So that's what we're building today. I'm walking you through the entire process from start to finish, including building out your tool in Claude, making it actually usable for your subscriber, and promoting it to get people opting in fast. So step number one here is to plan and build your tool with Claude. The first thing you're going to decide on is the format you want. Again, there are lots of different types of these interactive apps and tools out there. It could be a quiz, it could be a generator, it could be a calculator, some type of planner or tracker. But once you decide on what you want, you're going to use Claude AI to map the questions, the logic, and the result copy. So for this demo, my idea was to create a 30-day meal planner for people who are wanting to level up their health and fitness journey. So to test this out, I went on Claude and gave it the prompt, I'm a health and fitness professional and personal trainer. I want to create an interactive meal plan generator tool to use as a lead magnet. It should keep in mind my target audience of people who are just starting their fitness journey and are seeking guidance. It needs to ask the user 5 to 6 simple questions and then give them a result based on their answers, giving them a healthy meal plan for the next 30 days. Build it as a Claude artifact and ask me any questions you need to clarify what I'm asking you to do. A quick note here, I did mention to build it as a Claude artifact. That tells Claude that I want it to build it in a way where I can actually test it inside of the chat in Claude as I'm revising it to become what I'm envisioning. Building it out as an artifact allows me to actually test it and see how it runs, working through the questions and seeing the result that it's going to give me. So once I typed in that prompt, it did ask me some clarifying questions before it started to build. It asked me to select the primary goal for users, any dietary restrictions or preferences they might have. Claude wanted to know how I wanted it to be structured, which I gave it more information on. It also wanted to know if it should build in an area where the tool itself would collect the user's name and email address, which I told it not to include here because we're actually going to build that in a different way later. And Claude also asked me about any branding or call to action details that I wanted to include in my tool. So once I answered all of those clarifying questions, it went ahead and got to work and built out the first version of my meal planner. It honestly already looked great. It gave me the 5 questions that I asked for the user to be able to go through and personalize the results. It used the colors that I told it to use. It gave me some cute emojis. It had a nice little progress bar so the user can see how much progress they're making as they're answering each question. And it had my example brand name at the top that I had given it. I went ahead and tested it out by clicking through each question to see what the results page would give me. And sure enough, it did give me an amazing 30-day healthy meal plan. But I thought of something additional that I wanted to add. So I went ahead and prompted it again. And I said, good, but add in a customized grocery list for each week based on the exact meals that are given in the results. I wanted the user to not only have the meal plan, but be able to generate the exact grocery list for each week based on the meals that it was giving them. So it went back to work, revised the original version, and added a view grocery list list drop-down menu option for each week, which then did generate that grocery list. Then I wanted to make it look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, so I gave it another prompt saying, make the background of the entire page a very light cream color, which it then applied. And when I was happy with everything else and ready to move on to the next step, I told Claude, I'm going to use GitHub. Give me the files to download that I will need for that. And if you're not familiar with what GitHub is, we're about to talk all about it. But Claude then generated those 3 files that I'll need for that next step, and I went ahead and clicked download on each of them to save them to my computer. Now, quick note, before we move on to that next step, if you are using Claude, it is so important to do it the right way from the very beginning, meaning that you're not just giving it generic prompts, you're giving it mega prompts. These are robust prompts with lots of context and details, explaining who you are, who your audience is, what the task is, what the format you want is. You're giving it as many details as possible to get it right on the first try. And you're also uploading a brand guidelines document so that it already has context and learns about you and your brand, including any branding that you might want it to use, who your audience is, who your offers are for, what your offers actually are, and again, all of the background and context it needs to be able to customize its responses to you and not just spit out this generic AI slop that everybody else is using. So I wanted to provide a shortcut for you so you wouldn't even have to think through all of that and how to word all of that. I've created templates that you can use copy and paste style both for a brand guidelines document and a mega prompt, as well as 3 of the most useful Claude projects that business owners can use in Claude. I've got templates you can use for all of it in my Claude starter pack. It's a completely free bundle. I just wanted to give you a head start as you're starting to use Claude to make sure that you cut down on the amount of revising it takes so that Claude can know what it needs to know to get it right from the very first version. So if you'd like to have instant access to those templates, definitely grab my Claude starter pack. It's completely free. I've got it linked in the description box below. And I know that's going to be super helpful for you as you get started using Claude. All right, so we've created our tool using Claude AI, and now it's time to move on to step number 2, which is to make it usable. The tool only lives in Claude so far, so we now need a way to make it live and accessible for people, which brings me to the sponsor of this portion of today's video, Hostinger. Hostinger offers web app hosting specifically for apps and tools like this, giving it its own page to live on and its own URL, making it actually usable for our potential subscribers. Hostinger has multiple plans available. I've got the link in the description box below you can use to check that out and get started. And when you're signing up, you can use the code KateHayes10 to get an additional 10% off. You can choose a plan anywhere from 1 up to 48 months. The longer the plan you choose, the more of a discount you'll get, and you'll just go through those first initial steps. It's very straightforward to get your account going. And once you're inside your account, you can click the tab that says Websites to the left, then click where it says Node.js and get started. First, you have the option to choose a domain name, or if you already have a domain name, you can connect one that's already existing. And if you're not sure yet, you can always click to use a temporary domain and change that later. And then you'll need to choose if you want to use GitHub to set up your app or your tool, or if you want to upload files directly. For this demo, like I mentioned before, we're going to be using GitHub. So if you're not familiar, GitHub is a separate website that we can use to store our files for Hostinger then to access. So real quick, we're going to jump over to GitHub. If you don't have an account yet, you'll just create your free account there. It's pretty easy and straightforward. And then you'll click Create Repository. Then you'll go through the fields giving it a name, a description, and choosing your visibility setting. You can choose public or private. If you have a tool or a web app that doesn't need a ton of security, that's not calling APIs and things like that, then it's totally fine to leave it on public, but private is there if you do have something that's a little more involved that you want to be more secure. Then you'll click Create Repository and go ahead and click where you can upload an existing file. And this is where you're going to drag in the 3 different files that Claude AI gave you when it built out your tool. Then you'll click Commit Changes, and this saves those files to your new repository in GitHub. Now, hopping back over to Hostinger, after you choose the GitHub option, you'll choose Only Select Repositories because we only need to use that one repository that we just created in GitHub. You'll select the one you want. So here I named mine Meal Plan. I'm going to select my Meal Plan repository, click Install and Authorize, select the repository and click Continue. And here are some optional settings that you can change, but Hostinger already has it optimized for what you need. So you literally don't need to touch anything on this settings section. All you need to click is Deploy. And once it's deployed, your tool is officially being hosted on that Hostinger page. You can see the URL for that page if you click back to your dashboard, and you can actually click on it to hop over to that page and see it live and even test it out. Okay, so we're making tons of progress. We built out our tool. Now it's hosted live on its own page and has its own URL, but we're not done yet because remember, the point of all of this is to deliver this as a lead magnet in exchange for them signing up for our email list. We don't want to let just anybody and everybody use this. The people who have access to this tool are the people people who have given us their email address and signed up for our newsletter, and this is what we're giving in return. So the next step is to create the opt-in page. This is the page we're actually going to send people to sign up for our newsletter so that this whole process can get started. This is a very simple one page. It's not an entire website, just a quick and easy page that's there for only one purpose, and that is to collect the first name and email address of the person subscribing to our list and send their info to our email service provider. Now, there are lots of great email service provider options out there. One that we love and highly recommend is Brevo. So I've got the link for you to try out Brevo in the description box below. And if you're just signing up for the first time, you can use the code KateHayes50. That'll save you 50% on Brevo's starter and standard plans for the first 3 months. And once you're inside your account, to the left, you'll see a tab that says landing pages. This is where you're going to click and then choose create landing page. Here you can either start from scratch or what I highly suggest, use a template. Brevo has lots of options for really pro-looking quality templates for different types of landing pages. You can preview them and use one of these as a starting point to build out your landing page by clicking through on it and going into the drag and drop editor. You can change out pretty much anything in this template that you want. You can add sections, remove sections, change out the colors, the fonts, what the wording says, background photos. You can add extra blocks like testimonials or videos, but the most important part of this page is the form. If you choose a landing page that has a form already built in, you'll just be able to click right there where it has fields for the user to enter things like their first name, their email address, their phone number, and you can edit the information this is collecting and the way it looks with the options on the side panel. So as I was building mine out, I chose the contact list that I wanted Brevo to add my new subscriber to. So all of my new subscribers were going to a certain list inside of my contacts area. I also shifted around what information I was wanting this page to collect. It originally had the SMS, which is the phone number, but I felt like I just wanted to collect the first name and email address and not worry with the phone number. You can make this really whatever you want, but in my opinion, having 2 or at the most 3 fields that you're collecting information on is best, so the potential subscriber is less likely to bounce off the page. You can even change what the little call to action button says, but a really important part here is to look at your redirect options. Your redirect is where Brevo is going to send your subscribers after they enter their information and click submit. Where are they getting sent right after that? This could be something like a confirmation page, but for this case, I changed my redirect to send them to a specific URL, which is the actual URL for the page that my interactive tool lives on. So as soon as they enter their information and click submit, they get sent right over to that page to use the tool. Remember, you can grab that link from Hostinger and just copy and then bring it over here and paste it into this section in Brevo. And once you're happy with the way your landing page looks and how the form is built out, then you'll click launch, and that's going to publish your opt-in page, which Brevo will then give you a unique URL for that you can share with anybody and everybody that you want to. If you already have an existing domain, you also have the option to connect your domain to that new landing page. So like I said, if you're interested in trying out Brevo, I've got that linked in the description box below. And I want to give Brevo a huge thank you for sponsoring this portion of today's video. All right, so we've built out our tool, we've hosted it on its own live page, and we've created the actual landing page for people to opt in to get access to our tool. So this is great for building out our email list, but this still is not the full picture because our email list is there for a purpose, to automatically drive people to our paid offers on a consistent basis. So it's not enough to just go through these first few steps and gather a bunch of people on our email list. We've got to be smart about how we're using that email list, which brings us to the next step in our process, building out our welcome sequence. Now, we don't need a new tool for this. You're going to just continue to use your email service provider and build this out inside of that platform. So if you're not familiar, a welcome sequence is a series of usually 3 to 5 emails that are going to be set to go out automatically on certain days after somebody new subscribes to your email list. The purpose of it is to welcome them again to your email list, provide a little bit of context about how they ended up on your email list in case they forgot, deliver value, build trust, and like I mentioned before, pitch a paid offer. So there are 2 really important parts to this step. Number 1 is the automation. You want to set up inside of your email service provider an automation, or basically a rule that tells your ESP when somebody opts in on this landing page, like the one we just built, then automatically subscribe them to this specific sequence. You can have lots of different sequences as you build your business over time. You might have different sequences for different purposes, but this is the first immediate welcome sequence they're going to receive upon subscribing to your list. So you've got to have a rule rule or an automation set up inside of your email service provider that automatically adds them to that sequence so they'll start receiving it right away. And the second important part of this, of course, is building out the sequence itself. You can build this out however you want, but like I mentioned, most people will do a 3 to 5 day sequence. I personally use a 5-day welcome sequence where email number 1 is automated to deliver instantly as soon as someone subscribes to my list. Email number 2 goes out the next day. Email number 3 goes out 2 days later, and so on. You can set all of this up inside of your email service provider, and this is where the magic really starts to happen because it's all automated. So you're not having to manually email every single person that signs up. These emails are automatically being sent out so you can be off living your life. And if you're pitching a paid offer in one or more of those emails, you have a great chance of starting to see sales come in on a consistent basis automatically. But we can't forget the next step in the process because this is what brings everybody in to start through this funnel, and this is promoting our lead magnet. So whatever that freebie is, that tool or that app you created that is going to be super valuable and helpful for people, you've got to let people know about it. They're not going to even know it exists unless you get out there and tell them. So as I like to say, you want to shout it from the rooftops anywhere and everywhere you can. Share it on Facebook, share it on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest. If you have a blog, talk about it there. If you're on a podcast, talk about it there. In your YouTube videos, whatever platforms you're on to encounter and engage people, you want to share about this free thing that you have available. So now you can see how this all works as an automated system. Once you do the work on the back end to create your lead magnet, get it hosted, get your opt-in page built out, and your email welcome sequence that pitches your paid offer set up, then really your only ongoing work is to create content on whatever platforms you're on to share about your free lead magnet. That'll bring people in and they automatically go through the steps of this funnel. So there you go, friend. I hope that was helpful for you. Don't forget to click the link in the description box below to grab your free Claude starter pack to get started using Claude the powerful and smart way. Talk soon, friend.